What up guys, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Miguel. I mainly do climbing videos, so if that's something that interests you, make sure you hit subscribe. But if you're an elite athlete like me, you've probably been getting a lot of Instagram ads for this Theragun on your phone. Or it could just be that I'm getting super old and complaining about my soreness all the time. Either way, I decided to pick up the Theragun on Amazon. I went with the Theragun Prime. It's $299, which is a little steep, but I want to give you guys my thoughts on it and give you my thoughts on a cheaper gun that I ended up picking up too. So let's take a look at the Theragun Prime first. It's not cheap. It comes in at $300, which is pretty baller. The first day that I tried it was after a super long climbing session. My muscles were very sore to the touch, and this thing was almost too strong on my body. It really tickled. But after using it for the last 2 weeks every day, I must say I've gotten quite used to the strength of it, and it feels really good on my muscles at the end of the day. I'm definitely seeing some of the benefits of percussive therapy, and I'm not just talking out of my ass here. But at the end of the day, this thing is just a piece of plastic with an oscillating motor, and I really couldn't justify the $300 price tag on it. So I jumped on Amazon and I started looking at other options. I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and finally I found this $120 option by Sportneer. And for the last 2 weeks I've been using both of them side by side to see which one I'm going to end up keeping. So stick around, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts, pros and cons on this, and hopefully it helps you make an informed decision if you're in the market for one. Alright, so what do I like about the Theragun? For one, the design is really cool. This triangular design is really useful. The ergonomics feel really good. It definitely feels like a premium product, and the triangular design lets you hold it in like so many ways to get to different parts of your body. It's easy to get your lower back, your neck, and it just feels really good to hold. You could tell that they spent a lot of time on the design of this thing. The other thing that I really like about the Theragun is the head attachment. Both of these guns have different heads for different uses, but the one on the Theragun just feels nice, soft and squishy, and it feels really good on your muscles. Alright, so what are the cons of the Theragun? For one, it's really loud. The website says that they've made this one their quietest yet, but to me it's still loud AF. I'll do a little sound comparison test of both at the end of this video. And then of course the other con is the price. At $300 you're dropping quite a lot of money for just a little motor and some plastic. I mean, it's a good product for sure, but is it $300 good? Probably not. If you've already done your research on it and you're feeling baller, then you're probably already gonna get one. But just know that you're making this beefcake that much richer, and that there are cheaper options out there. So let me tell you about the other gun, the Sportneer. And by the way, I'm not sponsored by either one of these products. I just wanted to pick both up to compare, share my experience, and hopefully it helps you make a decision as well. If you haven't figured it out by now, you probably know that I'm keeping the Chinese technology and returning the Theragun. Alright, so what are the pros of the Sportneer? For me, the biggest one is the 5 power settings. It starts off on a much lower setting than the Theragun does, and then builds up to that powerful one on level 5 to really get deep into your muscles. The design of the gun definitely isn't as good as the Theragun. This is much more awkward to hold and get your back, but I still haven't had a problem reaching some of the harder areas on my body with this design. At the end of the day, the price of this just feels more justified to me than the $300 Theragun. You know, I'm probably not going to use these guns every day, and having one of these sit on the shelf collecting dust feels much more comfortable to me at $100 than at $300. What I don't like about the Sportneer gun is probably the head attachment here. It just doesn't feel as squishy as the other one. It just doesn't penetrate as well, but it still does the job. So before I go, let's do a little noise test on both of them so you can see what I was talking about from earlier in the video. Let's go ahead and turn this one on at level 1. So that's level 1. I'm gonna bump it up to level 5. I mean, it's pretty loud. If you're using this next to somebody, they're definitely gonna know you're massaging yourself. Okay, now let's try the Sportneer. This one starts off much quieter. That's on level 1. I'm gonna bump it up to level 5. This is the gun at level 5. It is a little bit quieter than the Theragun, but my favorite setting is on level 1 and level 2 anyway. And this is definitely more manageable. If somebody's next to you, you're not annoying them as much. So that's all I got for you guys. If you're feeling baller AF, definitely get the Theragun. It's not a bad product. I'm not trying to talk smack about it at all. It feels really good. It does the job. It looks good, and I think you'll love it if you get it. But just keep in mind that there are cheaper alternatives out there, and I'm gonna be sticking with the Sportneer for now. It's doing the job. It massages my muscles really good at the end of a long climbing sesh, and the price just feels right. I hope at least one of you found this comparison vid useful. If you did, leave a comment down below and let me know which one you picked up, and I'll catch you guys on the flip. Peace, thanks for watching. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. That's what you always do. You giggle.